When I was 10, my grandmother gave me a key. Not a normal key. It was old, silver, strangely cold, and had the number 314 carved into it. I asked her what it opened. She smiled and said, "You'll know when the house asks for it." Which is a terrifying sentence to say to a child, by the way. A year later, she passed away. After the funeral, my family gathered at her old house near the edge of town. The place looked smaller than I remembered. Dust everywhere, floorboards creaking like the house was complaining every time someone walked. My parents stayed downstairs sorting boxes, but I wandered up to the attic. That's where things got weird. At the far end of the attic wall, behind stacks of old paintings, was a tiny door I had never seen before. No handle, just a keyhole, and carved above it, 314. My stomach dropped. I still had the key. I don't know why I used it. Curiosity is dangerous like that. It makes bad ideas feel important. The key turned easily. Click. The little door creaked open. Behind it wasn't a room. It was a staircase. Going down. That made no sense because the attic was at the top of the house. There shouldn't have been anything below it. But the stairs kept going into darkness, and from somewhere deep below, I heard music. Soft piano music. Slow, careful, familiar. My grandmother used to play that exact melody every night before bed. I should have told someone. Instead, I grabbed a flashlight and went down. Each step felt colder. The air smelled old, like rain trapped inside walls. The staircase seemed endless, twisting farther than the house should allow. Finally, I reached the bottom. There was a hallway, long, narrow, wallpaper peeling in strips. And along the walls hung dozens of framed photographs. Every picture showed someone standing in front of the house. Different years, different people. But all of them had one thing in common. Their faces were scratched out, except one. At the very end of the hallway was a fresh photograph, perfectly clear. It was me, standing in front of the house, wearing the clothes I had on right now. My flashlight nearly slipped from my hand. Then the piano music stopped. Silence. And in that silence, I heard footsteps upstairs. Slow, heavy, coming closer. I backed away, heart pounding. "Hello?" I called weakly. The footsteps stopped. Then a voice answered. My grandmother's voice. "You opened it too early." I froze. That wasn't possible. "Grandma?" I whispered. No answer. Then the lights in the hallway flickered on by themselves. One by one, closer, closer, like something was walking toward me, turning them on as it came. I ran, straight back to the stairs. I could hear footsteps behind me now, faster than before, not walking anymore, chasing. I reached the attic door, slammed it shut, and locked it. The entire house went silent. I stood there shaking, trying to breathe. Then I noticed something. In my pocket, the key was gone, and from behind the little door, I heard 3 soft knocks. Still to this day, I never went back into that attic. But every few months, a new photograph appears in my mailbox. Always the same house, always someone new, and every single time, their face is scratched out.